Hi friends, today I'm going to talk about Uranus in 11th house. So what is 11th house? 11th house is about wishes. It's about wish fulfillment basically. It's about gains. It's large organization. It's about being human. It's about social networking site, internet, social networking circle, our friends. It's about being human, charitable institutes or large organizations which are helping to raise consciousness, to raise what they say, spiritual level of human consciousness. Yeah, so this is it. Basically, Uranus is very comfortable in 11th house because it rules sign Aquarius, and Aquarius in natural zodiac belt is 11th sign. It rules 11. I mean, it is in a chart. It is in Aquarius is 11th house sign, and Uranus is ruler of Aquarius because Aquarius is sign of revolution, technology, internet, and computers, online work, all these things, you know, and friends and all that. 11th house is about friends also, older sibling also. It's about the legs below the knee also. That part of the body is ruled by Aquarius. So that is for medical astrology. So basically when Uranus comes here, it is very comfortable and it is very positive. If Uranus is with conjunct with the benefics like Jupiter, like Venus, then it even with Mercury, it makes one very intelligent, but it can make one bit fickle and flirt and all that, you know, but generally it makes one very intelligent. Uranus in 11th house with Mercury, even with Sun. So it gives, even aspect of these planets can make Uranus in 11th very good from like it is being expected. But if it is with Rahu, or if it is with Mars, or with more with Mars and Rahu, it can really, or with Neptune, Uranus with Neptune or Pluto. With Pluto, it will give result once in a lifetime, maybe. Pluto only get activated once in everyone's lifetime. But with Neptune, it can give one can have friends who have some kind of addiction issues, you know. So with Neptune also, it doesn't give good results. But with Uranus in 11th house, if it is having benefic conjunction, if it is having benefic aspects, it gives very good results. So basically, it makes one very intelligent, technically, especially in computers, and it gives one. It also makes one very detached, very aloof. Normally, very intelligent people, someone who have very high IQ, they are not able to make friends easily because they are different. Their way of looking at things are different. I mean, their friends, the way they make their friends, Uranus in 11th, basically, they will have unusual kind of friends. They will have taboo-breaking romances, taboo-breaking relationships. They may get into relationship with people who are already married and who have kids, and they become their lover or partners, whatever. I mean, kind of extramarital or whatever you call it. Or even they can get married to someone who is much older than them or much younger than them. We are talking about age gap can be even 50, 60, you know, years, 40, 50 years, like something like that. So this is kind of scenario is there. Then they have relationship, they have friendships and relationship with people who could be transgenders, or who have their gender rectification surgery, like they are born a female and they become male. So these people who have Uranus in 11th house, they can have love relationship with this person, though they can be of same gender, originally born as same gender, but after the gender rectification surgery of that person, so now they are two opposite sex. Actually, the person who is having Uranus in 11th, he is a normal person, or she is a normal person sexually. Normal in the sense means the general normal orientation. I don't mean that the people who have interest in same sex, they are not normal. What I'm trying to say, that common, normal, common, you know, most of us have it is normal to get attracted to opposite sex, not not the same sex. So that's what I mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone, please, I'm sorry. So so these people can fall for such people, because they are taboo breaking, so their relationships generally are like that. And then also these people can become very rich suddenly, and that too because of their influential friends, or through internet, online business they do, or through computer technology. Suddenly they can become very rich, and also they will be very helped by their friends because they have gains through their friends. And also their friends can be from unusual professional background, like they could be someone who is dealing with supernatural, paranormal, people who are healing homes and souls who are getting they say possessed spirits, so all these things. And then they are occultists also, tantrics also. Occult is basically all tantra also, mantra also, so vastu, everything, all this is 8th house matter. So all these aliens, supernatural, metaphysical, so they have friends like this, so who are dealing with this kind of lines. This is a possibility. Then one thing, in one time in their life at least, they have lost one of their love connection, love partner, or their friend in a very tragic circumstances, and that make them like very detached and aloof. They are scared to really connect with someone on deep emotional level, and this trauma goes with them until end of their life. And so this is why also they are a bit aloof. They have gone through some trauma, through some kind of normally a tragedy follows them. I don't know why it is like that, but 11th house Uranus, and if it is not conjunct with positive planets, it can give this kind of results. So this is some of the things about Uranus in 11th house. There are many other things, but these are some of the things. So when I was seeing the charts of people who have Uranus in 11th house, there are few people who have Uranus in 11th house, like Mr. Steve Jobs. He made his money in through Apple. We all know who he is, Mr. Steve Jobs. And Dalai Lama, then Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, Shri Osho Rajneesh, Prince Charles, and his two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. I want to talk about the chart of Shri Osho Rajneesh. Shri Osho Rajneesh, we all know who he was and how he taught dharma, or for him what was Kundalini and how it can be activated. That was his path, that was his method. A lot of people follow it. I am not saying anything against it. It is just his way of following or achieving nirvana, let's put it that way. But his chart is speaking of that very strongly. You see, he in his 11th, he is Taurus rising. He was born in 1931 in Khichwada, MP. I don't remember his date. I got his birth details from AstroSage at 5:45 p.m. And he has Taurus rising, and Rahu and retrograde Uranus is in 12th house, Pisces, sun sign Pisces, and Uranus is retrograde, so more intense. And Rahu is in Uttar Bhadrapada, Saturn Nakshatra, and Uranus, retrograde Uranus is in Revati Nakshatra, Mercury Nakshatra. So Revati Nakshatra itself is a sexual nakshatra because it is 12th house nakshatra, it speaks of bad pleasure, and it is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury nakshatras are bit sexual nakshatras, and then his Saturn and Mercury both are in his 8th house, where the sign Sagittarius is. So all the learning and education coming to him, dharma coming to him is through 8th house. You all know what is 8th house. And the sign Sagittarius ruler is Jupiter, and Jupiter is going in the sign Cancer in 3rd house in Ashlesha Nakshatra, Gandanta Pada 4. Now Ashlesha Nakshatra again Mercury Nakshatra, and we all know it has the yoni of a snake, and it's a highly sexual nakshatra. and the Lord is Mercury, and again it is going in the 8th house, and 3rd house is higher octave of 8th house, and it is also a house of lust. So it's there. The Ketu is sitting in 5th house in 6th sign Virgo. It's in 5th house. So Virgo sign is again Mercury lordship, and Mercury is again in 8th house. So even Jupiter is in 4th sign Cancer. So Moon is lordship, it's in 8th house. So Ketu is in Uttar Falguni. Now Purva Falguni and Uttar Falguni both are, the symbol is wedding bed. So this is in itself is the nature of nakshatra. It indicates that it is about wedding bed. So it is a sexual nakshatra, and it's in 5th house, and Mercury, the Lord is going in Virgo's Lord is Mercury going in 8th house, and Uttar Falguni nakshatra is Sun. Sun is in the 7th house, but the sign is a Scorpio, 8th house sign, and it is in Jyeshta nakshatra. Jyeshta nakshatra is again ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is in 8th house. So his 5 planets are in 8th house, in 9th house of higher studies, Sagittarius and Dharma. Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn. So what else we can say about it, you know? So if we really compare, you look at Mr. Steve Jobs, he had 11th house, Uranus. What kind of result it gave him? And we have Shri Osho Rajni's chart. Good or bad, I am not talking. I am just talking about the difference, you know, like totally different kind of results it has given. But both are extremes, you know. So, and you know, his chart, Shri Osho Rajni's chart, Mars 4th aspect from 8th house is falling on 11th house on Rahu and Uranus. So, and apparently he died of sexually transmitted diseases, you know. So you can see all this is indicated in his chart, and what kind of results Uranus is giving or supporting. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please give a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. God bless you.